Hello, and welcome to the very first interview for the Who's the Guy show. And today I have a very special guest by the name of Jeremiah Miller. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So let's jump right into this. Your dad, Daryl Miller, is an up-and-coming YouTube star, correct? And we just want to know, how are you taking on the pressure from that?
Not really taking on the pressure because there's not much pressure.
Interesting. What do you mean by there's no pressure? Because of course, rising star in the YouTube show, podcast world. And so you being the youngest child, there has to be some type of pressure that maybe I've got to fill his shoes or live up to, the stardom that's going to be created from this. So you're saying there's no pressure?
Well, there's not much pressure because when your dad, all he talks about is not waving at the mail lady anymore when he gets famous.
Well, allegedly, not going to wave at the mail lady, correct? But anyways, let's move past that. Give us what it's like to live with someone so polarizing.
Well, what's polarizing?
Someone with so much popularity, a star, someone that everyone knows who they are.
Well, you beat me in gaming every time.
So I'm really good at video games is what you're saying. I'm like a pro at like Madden and NBA 2K. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, sure, I guess you could say that.
Interesting. But besides just video games though, like pretty great dad, right? Pretty great dad. You'd say probably the best. There's rumors that I'm the best dad.
For sure.
The quotations. Okay. Is it true though that you would consider me like a cool dad? Like very cool, right?
When your garage is full of weights and you lift them every day, he has to be cool.
Well, I can't argue with that, of course, but that's just your opinion and probably 100% true. Because it has been said from other kids that your dad has quote unquote aura. Would that be correct to say?
I mean, that's true. When your dad is jacked, everybody's going to say he's got aura.
Look, I'm a humble guy, I'm a humble guy, so I appreciate that, because we're just telling the truth. We're just doing an interview here, correct?
You know it's good when it's stated by teenagers when you've got aura.
Well, they are the future. But let's also, what would be some negatives maybe about living with someone like that? What were maybe some of the things you don't like?
Probably when I was younger and he spanked me all the time.
Well, allegedly. Okay, you have no proof of those claims. And I think it's very dangerous to be throwing out accusations like that without proof. So, unless you want some sort of legal matter, I would be careful unless you have substantial evidence to back your claim on such quote-unquote spankings.
I mean, I gotta say it hurt.
Let's just move on. Okay, let's move on from that. Let's talk about the shirt. I see the shirt that you have on. Who inspired you to wear that?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Okay, I think we're done here. Thank you for your time.